Okay. If I were to say to you 2/5 equals, I'm keeping it simple. So now I want you to write at the top of this paper, I can solve a proportion. And this is just going to be part 1. Okay? I can solve a proportion. Well, you guys are smart enough to know that if I have a pizza that's cut into 5 slices and I take 2 of them, how many slices would I need to take if that same pizza with the same amount of dough and the same amount of toppings, what if it was cut into 10 slices? I would take 4. How did you get 4? Someone explain to me. Caitlin. Okay. Yep, that's one way, and I want to hear every way because I know people did it differently than that too. She said, I just saw that 5 and 10, that there was a relationship, and I divided 10 by 5, and I got 2, so that's how she got that. James, how did you get it? Say that again. Yes. What you do to the denominator, you have to do to the numerator. So she divided. James maybe multiplied and said 2 times 2 is 4. Did anybody do it differently? All right, maybe you didn't do it differently, but does anybody know the third way to do it? Roger.
Can you switch the 5 onto the numerator and the 2 onto the denominator?
No, that wouldn't help us right here. What do you think, Michael?
The butterfly?
The butterfly, the cross products, right? He said, well, I know in a proportion that Mrs. Z said the cross products are supposed to be equal. So that means that if this equals 20, that this also needs to equal 20. And if this is going to equal 20, 5 times what is 20? So, do you see that we just did 3 ways to find it? So, we either multiplied, we divided, or we did cross products. But either way, didn't we find out that x was 4? Okay? Let's do another one. Let's take 3/8 equals, because sometimes the variable might be on the bottom. Okay? 9. Make it 9. So now what could you do for that? You could, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she just did the multiply. Anybody do it differently? Anybody start with the 9 and divide to get the 3? Which, yeah. Yes, thank you. I'm talking and writing at the same time. Did anybody say, well, probably not for this one, right? Because that's 72. Maybe you didn't know off the top of your head what times 3 was 72. Well, it's 24. Okay? Does the variable always have to be on the right? Could I have it over here? Yeah. So first, you want to know what you're doing. You're either starting with the smaller and using multiplication, or you're starting with the bigger and dividing, or you can do cross products. But again, when they get a little bit bigger, the cross products one may not be, yeah. Yeah, because, yes, times 3 times 3, so x is also 24 here. That was weird. Okay? All right. So, here's what I want to show you. There's a relationship between 12 and 4. It's 3. You're either going to multiply or divide. There was a relationship between this. There was a relationship between this, right? So, what do you think we're going to do? And this is just to get you thinking, because we're going to do this tomorrow. Or, I'm not going to do it tomorrow. I'm not going to be here. It's Saturday. We're going to do it Monday. When a teacher says tomorrow on a Friday, they mean Monday. So, we are going to have to start to think about next week, what are we going to do with that mess? When one of them doesn't go nice and evenly into the other. That's going to be part 2 on Monday. So, for right now, I'm going to give you a sheet. And there's 2 parts to it. The top part, all I need you to do is tell me if it's a proportional if it's proportion or not. Do these two ratios form a proportion? Yes or no, and you're done with that part. The bottom and the back. Look up here, please. There are going to be some that you're not going to be able to do because we haven't talked about it yet. So, 8 and 10, do you know, is there a relationship? Does one go evenly to the other? No. So guess what? You get to skip that one for right now unless you can think of a way to use your cross products. 10 and 3, nope, not looking good. Not looking good for anything on that front side. Let's flip to the back though. Finally. 4 and 2. I'm going to use the factor of 2 and either multiply or divide by it. 6 and 3. You go ahead and ignore that one for now. 9 and 5, going to have to skip it. 8 and 2. 13 and 3. 10 and 2. So I'm trying to get you to recognize that sometimes there's the easy way. The easy way is to just go ahead and look at it. Multiply or divide. And then Monday we're going to talk about what to do when, because I don't know about you, but do you know 5 times what gives you 9? No? Okay, it's probably a little less than 2, right? Because 5 times 2 would give you 10, but you may not know. So, your assignment is going to be to work